I was warned by Tom Verducci early on. He says, you know, there's going to be something that somebody's going to take out of this book and they're going to run with it. I said, I'll have to deal with that when it happens. And then when it happened, I was a little caught off guard and, you know, sort of reeled in a little bit when, you know, Tommy had said what he said early on. However, the thing that sort of grounded me was the fact that I read every word of this book. Tom and I have a relationship from way back. He did my first book with me. I know he's highly respected, highly trusted. And, you know, I gave him everything I had. And there are things that when he wrote and I read and things I was uncomfortable with that I took out of the book. But the final, the final copy, I was very comfortable and very proud of because I think it gave people a flavor of managing 12 years. And it was the greatest 12 years of my professional life. And trust me, you know, and because I, you know, left the Yankees and went somewhere else, and all of a sudden a book came out, doesn't mean that was what necessitated the book. I started on this thing before I started my last year with the Yankees, and it again, if I had ended my career with the Yankees, this book still would have been written. The last chapter would have been different, but for the most part, everything else would have been the same.
Well, as far as the A-Rod comment with the A-fraud, tell us about that.
Well, I mean, that's easy. That was in the book, and that's something that goes on in the clubhouse, and it's something that went on in front of A-Rod. You know, they kidded with him. Players tried to get him to relax in that clubhouse. And I know Larry Bowe with the A-fraud thing, there were days he'd take him out to hit ground balls. He says, who are you going to be today, A-Rod or A-fraud? Let's go. You know, and because Alex put a lot of pressure on himself. And I know any kind of dealings I had with Alex, and talked about a lot of it in the book, and talked about how much pressure he put on himself in certain situations. That was all an effort. I mean, not writing the book wasn't, but everything I talked to him about, it was in an effort to try to relax him and try to help him adjust to New York.